So today we will discuss about a concept called UI actions. What is UI action? So today the concept is UI actions. UI is nothing but user interface. Action is nothing but perform something. User interface, that is called UI, and action is nothing but perform. This is the basic thing. That means UI action is nothing but when if you click on that UI action is a button. When you click on that button, something will be happen. So it will be the same thing here. Now, what we will do is I'll just open that work order form. Here, if I open this one, so here the scenario is, for example, if I as in draft, for example, so if it is a draft, whatever, if you click on this one, so we need a one UI action button. If you click on that button, we need to change it to automatically. So for that, we'll create one UI action button. If you want to do the UI action, right click configure, go to the UI action and click on new. So I'm just waiting in progress. In progress. So this is the in progress and our Twitch table order is 100. What is the action name if you want to write it? And here, sorry, here we have a button active. If it is active is true, then only it will be visible. And show insert is nothing but if the record is inserting, so at the time you want to display or not, that is a show insert. And show update is nothing but whenever the record is updating, so we need to display or not, which means whatever we are following here, so whatever we are following here, that will be the same. So I'm just giving here. And if you want to execute a client, this is the different one, we'll show you an example. And I'm just quitting and show form button. And also here, see, condition. So condition is nothing but when we want to display it. So I want to display it current dot only when it's in draft. Current dot, sorry, u underscore state equal to draft, for example. So we are not sure this is the backend value. Let us check. So if I open this one, let me check. So draft is fine. So we can write it here. It is a form button and I am trying to save this one. If I save, let's see what happens. So it is not showing. It's not showing. Sorry, the spelling is wrong. So it's not showing. So let's check whether it is a action is wrong. So see, current dot state. We have given a wrong thing. Current dot state. So what we will do is current dot state and try to save it. So current is an object which will be used for a set. If I open this form button, see, this is the in progress. So this is the form button view. So here, if I want to see, this is the form button, or else you want to display. So next one, form context menu. So if I remove this one and if I give as a form context menu and if I save it and let's see what it happens. Okay, it's not yet saved it. If I reload, see the button is it is not showing and see this in progress is newly added. And next one, form link. If I give as a form link and the marked as a save, so just reload this one. So context it is not showing earlier. See, this is the form link button. If you click on this one, the form link button will be visible here. This is the one thing we can go for it. And the next step, and the next step here, form link list banner button and try to save it. So here, if I reload this one, it will not be there. So here it is not there. The list banner button is nothing but if I open this list, see this is the in progress here. Or else you want to see list bottom button and let's try to save it. So list banner button, see this is the list bottom button. And next one, if I go to the list context menu, if I save this list context menu, see, let's try to reload. No, right? This is the context menu in progress. Or else if I open this one context menu, list choice and try to save it, list choice, if I select this one, see, this is the in progress. And next one, list link. If I open this one list link, just try to reload the form. So now, see, this is the one it was showing. Only if the state is draft, then only this button is written. So like that, we can place our these buttons as per our convenient, and we can display over the same thing here. So this is the fundamental and how we will execute the thing. So this is how we will display the what we called this is how we will display the, so this is how we will display the UI action. So if you want to, we can add a multiple times. For example, we can add any place. That should depending upon the requirement. If I open this one, so I have given a form button, form context menu, form link, list banner, all the stuff as true. So for example, if I open, see, this is the list form form button, and sorry, list form list for, sorry, form link. This is the form button, and this is the context menu. So all three is visible, and if I reload this one, this the list link is visible, and list context menu is visible, and list action is visible. So if you select it, so all this one, so like that, all this we will, but and also whatever we want to, we can add it to the one, that too depending upon the our requirement for the system. This is how it will execute the scenario. So I hope it clear. This is the fundamental for the how to create a UI action. So I hope you clear, or still any confusion. So very good. Now, so now what happened? We have created a button. The next step, that is for the visibility. So the next step, what we have to do it is, when user click on that button, something has to done it. So when the user is click on the that one, so what we need to do it is, we need to do for the action. So we need to perform some action when user click on the same thing for it. So let's see, this is how we will execute the same thing. Now if I open, So now what we have to do it is when you click on something, we need to do for the same thing here. So now we have to see here, if it is a client, it will execute as a client script. So you can give it, and we can give as a on click as a function. You can write. I'm just writing here function on click, and so we can write it here. So what are the script we can write it here? So function on click, and we need to make a one. For example, I will add one more field here. So for example, okay. So I will add one field. So which is a journal entry, which is a comments. Journal. You have already comments is there. Okay. So when you add this one, this comments should be mandatory. So we can write so. So how we can field a mandatory from the client side, client script? What is the method we will use? We will use g underscore form dot set mandatory of, what was the field name? So what was the field name? Comments. Yes. And next one, we need to set the value to in progress g underscore form dot set value of state. So for the state, what is the value? State is state, and what was the backend value for the state we have given? So let's check it. And so this is the one we can give it, and what we can do, g underscore form dot save. It will saves the record here. So this is a basic simple thing, and we can write it. And what I am going to do it is I'm just going to save it, and let's see when we execute how this will be executed. So this is the one. So now what happened, I'm just going to here and open this record. So here if I want, if I click on this one, so what happened, this comments is become mandatory, that state is changing. If I not reload it, if I reload it will go. So if I add a test, so if I click on in progress, then it will automatically save it and it will go to the same thing. So this is the advantage when you write a script from the same thing here. So this is how we can write it in the client side for the simple UI action. So I hope you clear or any confusion on this one till now. So what we have written, we just create a UI action and it should be visible when the form is. So we have written a UI action and it should visible when the state is draft, and which we have added. We have shown that one into the form button. So we have shown it as a form button so that it will display in the form. And we have made it when you click on something. So what we have to write it. So when you click on that button, the command should be mandatory, and so the state value should be set to in progress, and we need to do it. And if the field value is not yet saved, we can do the same thing. So this is how it will work for the same thing here. So any questions on this? So state will change to in progress. So here there is a in progress a hint. I'm just starting here. Will change to. So here, what is happening when you click on write on a hint? So if I go back, draft and save it, see here only it was displaying. So now see here. So what was the we have returned that hint? It will display for the same thing here. So if you click on this one in progress, so if you click on see for example, if you go here, that means the hint, the help. That means what is the purpose of that one? It will be visible for the same thing here. So this is the happening here. So I hope it clear what is the this is the fundamental for the one. This is how will execute in the client side. So any questions on this till now? Okay, very good. So now the next thing, how this script will execute in the server side. So if you want to go to the server side, if you have to, so what I'm going to do it is this is the script. I'm just going to hide this script. And so we can make it as a false. So this is the one what we have written. So from this one we will do the same thing. So now if I go to the client server side, so we can write it one. So what is the server side method we can write a fields one. So what is the method we can, what is the object for the server side? No. Glide record is an API which will be called for the table. The object is current is an object which will be used for the same thing. Now what I am going to write is I'm just going to use current dot the same script current dot u underscore it equal to, so I'm just writing in progress so that it will go to the in progress. Next one current dot update so that that will be automatically update the one. And also if current dot comment comment is not nil, is not equal to empty, then only else gs dot add info message, please add the for this. So simple. We can add. So gs dot add info message and then I try to save it and let's see how it will execute. Okay, I'm just try to reload. It was in draft. If I click on this one, oh my god, it's not, it was saving, but the form submission is not saving. Okay, see, it is not saving. If you click on this one, the form submission is not showing the please add the comments for that, it is not showing, it is not changing to one. So instead of that one, I can add a error message, add error message. So error message and try to save it. If I click on, so what happened, it was showing as an error, but the page is redirect to the different one. So if he is clicking one, but the issue was the page is redirect to the different one. So for this, what we have to do it is we need to set the current dot set redirect URL. Current dot sorry, I'm sorry. So what we have to do it is set redirect URL. So what we have to redirect action dot set redirect. So action dot set redirect URL, redirect redirect. URL is current. So that means whatever we have it, I just give you my 1 minute, guys. Laptop is charging low. Just minute, I will add the charger. Just give me a minute. Okay, hello. Yeah. So action dot set redirect URL is used to stay on the current page. So if I use the same thing, I'm sorry, excuse me. So we'll have the same thing for it. Now, so I have saved it and we'll try to save this one and reload the form and check it what it will happen. Now, so if I click on this one, oh my god, wait a minute. I'm sorry. So if I click on this one, it was not adding. So for that, what we have to do it is we have to write a current dot set redirect also here the same. Okay. So let's see. So if I click on this one, see, it will stay in the same page. That is the use of current dot set URL, and it is asking to please add the comments for this. So if I add a comments test, if I add in progress, so it will check. The state is not changing. Okay. Oh, I'm sorry. Current dot state equal to. I just added the backend values u underscore. So u underscore is a thing. Now what happened? So if I try to reload the form, so just added this one test. If I click on in progress, the state will change to in progress, and what are the comments will be added to the one, which is, since as it is a journal entry, it will be added for the same thing here. So this is the journal entry for the same thing for it. So this is how we'll execute the in the this is how we'll execute the UI action in the server level. So this is I hope you clear or any confusion. Hello, can you hear me? So this is the how we will execute the we will add the UI actions to the form as per our requirement. So any questions on this till now what we had discussion? Okay. Kindly note down the task for today. So the task is for each and every state you can create a UI action. So if it is a draft, the progress button has to be visible. If it is a in progress, ready, cancel button has to be visible. And if it is a ready, you can go to the pending and development has to visible. If it is a pending, in progress button has to visible. If it is a development, ready for testing button has to visible. When user click on it, has to go to the same thing. If it is a ready for testing, ready for UAT has to visible. If ready for UAT is visible, then this has to visible. When waiting for prod move, if waiting for prod move is visible, then close to the one. And for this one, each and every state, the comments is mandatory. If you want to, you can add any other field also mandatory for the same thing. You can try to this one is in the UI, sorry, the client side as well as in the server side for the same thing. I hope it clear already confusion that about the task. Hello. So the simple each and every state, the next state button has to visible. When you click on something, comments mandatory and other fields become mandatory, and we need to move to the next state. So this is the one, and yeah. So this is the task for today. And any questions on the today's topic? We have another 19 minutes. Okay. So any questions on the previous topics? Yes. So once you have good at after and before business tools, I can have another business tool. We can add the same thing. Okay. So there is a if you know that one, then only we can go to the next steps.